Many people think aging happens only because time passes. They believe that getting older automatically means losing strength, developing wrinkles, feeling tired more often, and becoming less active. According to this common belief, aging is something that cannot be influenced very much, and everyone must simply accept it. However, scientific understanding shows that aging is not controlled by time alone. The way we live each day, especially the food we eat, plays a major role in how our bodies change over the years. Our bodies are made of billions of living cells that constantly repair and renew themselves. These cells need proper nutrients to function well. When we provide our bodies with healthy and balanced foods, the cells receive the materials they need to stay strong and active. But when the diet contains too much sugar, unhealthy fats, and heavily processed foods, the cells do not function as well. Over time, this damage builds up and can make the body age faster than normal. A person who eats nutritious foods regularly often maintains better energy, clearer thinking, and stronger physical health as they grow older. In contrast, a person who eats mostly unhealthy foods may begin to experience weakness, illness, and fatigue at an earlier age. This difference shows that aging is not exactly the same for everyone. Two people of the same age can look and feel very different depending on how they have taken care of their bodies. Diet affects many systems inside the body. For example, the skin depends on vitamins and minerals to remain healthy and elastic. Without proper nutrition, the skin can become dry and less flexible, which may lead to early wrinkles. Bones require minerals such as calcium and other nutrients to remain strong. If the diet does not provide these nutrients, bones may weaken over time. Muscles also depend on good nutrition to maintain strength and movement. The food we eat also influences how well our bodies fight damage. Every day, the body faces stress from pollution, sunlight, and normal metabolic processes. Healthy foods provide protective substances that help repair this damage. Without enough of these protective nutrients, the body may not repair itself effectively, and aging signs may appear sooner. Another important factor is inflammation. Certain unhealthy foods can increase inflammation inside the body. Long-term inflammation can harm tissues and organs and is linked with many age-related problems. On the other hand, balanced meals with natural ingredients can help keep the body's systems stable and functioning properly. Energy levels are also strongly connected to diet. When people eat balanced meals, their bodies receive steady energy throughout the day. This allows them to stay active and productive. Regular physical activity supports healthy aging by keeping muscles and the heart strong. Poor nutrition often leads to low energy, which may reduce activity and contribute to faster physical decline. Mental health is also affected by diet. The brain needs nutrients to work properly. A healthy diet supports memory, concentration, and clear thinking. When nutrition is poor, people may feel tired, unfocused, or mentally slow, which can affect daily life as they grow older. It is important to understand that small daily choices matter. Aging does not suddenly appear in old age. It develops gradually over many years. Each meal either supports health or slowly weakens it. Even small improvements in diet, when practiced regularly, can have long-term benefits. This understanding gives people hope and responsibility at the same time. While no one can completely stop aging, everyone can influence how their body ages. By choosing healthier foods and balanced meals, people can support their bodies and improve their chances of living active and healthy lives for many years. Inside the human body, countless chemical reactions take place every moment in order to keep us alive and functioning. Among these reactions, some are helpful and necessary, while others can gradually harm the body over time. One important group of harmful substances formed in the body is known as advanced glycation end products, or AGE. These substances develop when sugars attach themselves to proteins or fats through a slow chemical process. Although this process may sound simple, its long-term effects on the body can be significant. When AGE accumulate in the body, they begin to interfere with the normal function of cells and tissues. Proteins are essential building blocks that help maintain the structure and activity of organs and tissues. When these proteins become altered by sugar molecules, they lose some of their normal function. As a result, tissues that depend on these proteins may gradually become weaker or less efficient. Over time, the presence of AGE can make tissues less flexible and more rigid. For example, healthy tissues usually have the ability to stretch and move easily. This flexibility is important for normal movement and comfort. However, when AGE build up, they can cause tissues to stiffen. This stiffness may affect joints, muscles, and other parts of the body, making movement less smooth and comfortable as people grow older. Cells also depend on proper communication to function well. Signals constantly travel between cells to coordinate activities such as growth, repair, and defense. AGE can interfere with these signals, making communication between cells less effective. When cells cannot communicate properly, the body may not respond efficiently to stress or damage. This can slow down the natural repair processes that normally keep the body healthy. Another effect of AGE is the increase of internal stress within the body. The body normally tries to maintain balance, but the accumulation of harmful compounds can disturb this balance. When AGE are present in high amounts, the body must work harder to manage the damage they cause. This extra burden can weaken the body's ability to maintain normal functions over long periods. The skin is one of the areas where the effects of AGE often become noticeable. Healthy skin contains proteins that provide strength and elasticity. When AGE affect these proteins, the skin may gradually lose its natural smoothness and flexibility. This can lead to visible signs that are commonly associated with aging. Although these changes appear on the surface, they reflect processes happening deep inside the body. Blood vessels may also be affected by the accumulation of AGE. Healthy blood vessels need to remain flexible so that blood can flow easily throughout the body. When stiffness develops, circulation may not be as efficient. Proper circulation is important because it delivers oxygen and nutrients to tissues. Reduced efficiency in this system can influence overall health and physical function over time. The body does have natural systems that attempt to remove or reduce harmful substances. However, these systems have limits. When AGE form faster than the body can remove them, they begin to accumulate. This gradual buildup may continue for many years without obvious warning signs. Eventually, the effects may become more noticeable. One important point to understand is that AGE damage develops slowly. It does not happen suddenly. The changes occur over long periods, often without immediate symptoms. Because of this slow process, people may not realize the connection between daily habits and long-term effects. Understanding the role of AGE helps explain why aging can occur at different speeds in different individuals. Some people maintain better health for longer periods, while others experience earlier decline. Part of this difference may be related to how much damage has accumulated inside the body over time. Although AGE cannot be completely avoided, awareness of their effects allows people to make more informed choices. When people understand how these substances affect the body, they become better prepared to support their health over the long term. Inside the human body, many chemical reactions take place naturally as part of normal life. One of these reactions involves sugar molecules interacting with proteins and fats. This interaction may seem harmless at first, but over time it leads to the formation of substances known as advanced glycation end products. These compounds develop slowly through a process in which sugar attaches itself to important molecules that the body depends on for structure and function. Proteins and fats play essential roles in maintaining the body. Proteins help build muscles, skin, organs, and many other tissues. They also act as workers inside the body, helping chemical reactions occur properly. Fats serve as energy sources and also help protect organs and support cell structures. When sugar molecules attach to these proteins and fats, the original structure of these molecules begins to change. Once changed, they cannot function as effectively as before. This process begins when sugar circulates in the bloodstream after food is digested. The body uses sugar as a source of energy, and in proper amounts it is necessary for survival. However, when sugar levels remain high or when excess sugar is present, more opportunities exist for sugar to attach itself to proteins and fats. The attachment occurs without the help of enzymes, which means it is difficult for the body to control or reverse once it begins. At first, the changes caused by sugar attachment are small and not easily noticed. The molecules may still perform their functions to some extent, and the body continues to operate normally. However, as time passes, more sugar molecules attach, and the structures become increasingly altered. Eventually, the altered molecules form stable compounds that remain in the body for long periods. These compounds gradually accumulate because they are not easily broken down. Unlike some other substances that the body can remove quickly, these modified molecules tend to remain in tissues. As the number of altered molecules increases, the normal balance inside the body begins to shift. This gradual buildup contributes to the physical changes that are commonly associated with aging. The rate at which these compounds form depends on several factors. One important factor is the amount of sugar present in the body. Higher sugar levels increase the chance that sugar will attach to proteins and fats. This means that frequent consumption of sugary foods and drinks can increase the formation of these compounds over time. Even though the body uses sugar for energy, excess amounts create conditions that encourage these chemical reactions. Another factor is time. The longer proteins and fats remain in the body, the greater the chance they will interact with sugar. Some molecules stay in the body for long periods, making them more likely to undergo these changes. This explains why the effects often become more noticeable as people grow older. Temperature can also influence the formation of these compounds, especially in food before it is eaten. When foods containing proteins, fats, and sugars are exposed to high heat, similar reactions take place. The browning that occurs during cooking is often a sign that these chemical changes are happening. While these reactions improve flavor and appearance, they also produce substances similar to those formed inside the body. Once these compounds are formed, they may affect the way tissues behave. Molecules that were once flexible and efficient may become less active. This reduces the ability of tissues to maintain their normal condition over time. Because the process is gradual, people often do not notice it until the effects become more advanced. It is important to understand that sugar itself is not completely harmful. The body requires it for energy and proper functioning. Problems arise mainly when sugar is present in excessive amounts or when balance is lost. Maintaining stable levels helps reduce unnecessary chemical reactions and supports normal body functions. Awareness of how sugar interacts with proteins and fats provides a clearer picture of the aging process. It shows that aging involves many small changes that occur slowly over time. By understanding these processes, people can better appreciate how everyday habits influence long-term health and physical condition. Food preparation is an important part of daily life, and the way food is cooked can influence health in ways that are not always obvious. Many people choose cooking methods based on taste, convenience, or tradition without realizing that different cooking techniques can produce different chemical changes in food. Among these methods, frying and grilling are especially popular because they create rich flavors, appealing textures, and attractive colors. However, these cooking methods also tend to produce high levels of substances that can contribute to aging over time. When foods containing proteins and fats are exposed to very high temperatures, chemical reactions occur that change the structure of the food. These reactions happen especially quickly when heat is intense and direct, such as in deep frying or grilling over an open flame. During these processes, sugars present in the food react with proteins and fats to form complex compounds. These compounds are similar to the ones that form inside the body over time and can add to the total amount the body must handle. Fried foods are often prepared in hot oil at high temperatures. The oil allows heat to spread quickly through the food, creating a crispy outer layer. While this texture is enjoyable, the high temperature encourages the formation of harmful compounds. The longer the food stays in hot oil and the higher the temperature becomes, the more these compounds can develop. Reusing cooking oil multiple times can further increase the formation of these substances because the oil itself begins to break down and change chemically. Grilled foods are also exposed to intense heat, often directly from flames or heated metal surfaces. This method creates browning and sometimes charring on the surface of the food. Many people enjoy the smoky flavor and appearance produced by grilling, but the same high heat that creates these qualities also encourages chemical reactions that produce harmful substances. Darkened or heavily browned areas often indicate that these reactions have taken place. These cooking methods are especially common in fast food and commercially prepared meals. Foods such as fried snacks, grilled meats, and processed items are widely available and convenient. Because they are easy to obtain and often inexpensive, many people eat them regularly without thinking about long-term effects. Frequent consumption can increase the amount of harmful compounds entering the body. Once these substances are consumed, the body must process and manage them. Although the body has natural systems to deal with unwanted materials, these systems are not unlimited. When large amounts are consumed over long periods, the body may not be able to remove them efficiently. This can lead to gradual accumulation in tissues, which may influence health over time. It is important to recognize that the problem is not only the type of food, but also the way it is prepared. The same ingredients can have very different effects depending on how they are cooked. For example, A piece of food prepared at a lower temperature with gentle cooking methods may contain fewer harmful compounds than the same food prepared with intense heat. This shows that cooking choices can influence the nutritional quality of meals. High-temperature cooking can also reduce some beneficial nutrients. Vitamins and other delicate substances may be damaged by excessive heat, lowering the protective value of the food. As a result, foods cooked at extremely high temperatures may provide fewer benefits while introducing more harmful compounds. Moderation plays an important role in maintaining balance. Occasional consumption of fried or grilled foods is unlikely to cause immediate problems, but frequent intake over many years may contribute to gradual changes in the body. Because these effects develop slowly, people may not notice them right away. Understanding the connection between cooking methods and long-term health helps people make more thoughtful decisions about their meals. Choosing a variety of cooking techniques and avoiding excessive exposure to very high temperatures can help reduce unnecessary chemical changes in food. Awareness of these factors encourages a more balanced approach to eating. By paying attention not only to what we eat but also to how it is prepared, we can better support our health and reduce the hidden effects that may influence aging over time. In modern life, processed foods have become a regular part of many people's diets. These foods are designed to be convenient, affordable, and easy to store for long periods. They are often packaged and ready to eat or require only minimal preparation. Because of busy schedules and fast-paced lifestyles, many people depend on processed foods without fully understanding how they may affect the body over time. Although these foods can be useful in certain situations, frequent consumption may contribute to changes in the body that are linked with aging. Processed foods usually go through several steps before reaching the consumer. During manufacturing, ingredients may be heated, dried, mixed, preserved, and packaged to improve shelf life and taste. These processes often involve high temperatures and chemical changes that can alter the natural structure of the ingredients. As a result, processed foods may contain substances that are different from those found in fresh foods. One important concern is that processing often reduces the natural nutritional value of foods. Fresh fruits, vegetables, grains, and other whole foods contain vitamins, minerals, and other helpful substances that support the body's normal functions. When foods are heavily processed, some of these nutrients may be lost or reduced. Without enough essential nutrients, the body may not maintain itself as effectively over time. Many processed foods also contain added ingredients such as sugars, refined starches, and unhealthy fats. These ingredients improve flavor and texture, but may create imbalances when consumed in large amounts. High levels of added sugar can increase the chances of chemical reactions that gradually damage tissues. Refined ingredients are often absorbed quickly by the body, which can lead to unstable energy levels and increased stress on the body's systems. Another feature of processed foods is their long shelf life. To keep foods stable for extended periods, manufacturers often use preservation methods that prevent spoilage. While this makes storage easier, it also means that the food is far removed from its original natural state. The longer a product remains on shelves, the more it differs from fresh foods that are consumed soon after preparation. Processed foods are often designed to be highly appealing. Strong flavors, bright colors, and attractive packaging encourage people to eat them frequently. Because these foods are easy to consume and require little effort, people may eat larger portions than they realize. Over time, this pattern can influence the body's balance and contribute to gradual changes associated with aging. Another important aspect is that processed foods are often low in natural protective substances. Fresh foods contain compounds that help protect the body from everyday stress and damage. These protective substances support repair processes that keep tissues functioning properly. When processed foods replace fresh foods in the diet, the body may receive fewer of these helpful compounds. The effects of processed foods usually develop slowly. A single meal or occasional use is unlikely to cause noticeable changes. However, regular consumption over many years may influence the condition of the body. Because the effects appear gradually, people may not connect them with their eating habits. Children and young people who grow up eating large amounts of processed foods may develop habits that continue into adulthood. These long-term patterns can influence health throughout life. Establishing balanced eating habits early can help support better health in later years. It is important to understand that not all processed foods are the same. Some foods undergo simple processing, such as cleaning or packaging, and still retain much of their nutritional value. Others go through complex manufacturing steps that change them more significantly. Learning to recognize these differences helps people make better choices. A balanced approach is often the most practical solution. Including fresh and natural foods as a regular part of the diet while limiting heavily processed items can support long-term health. By becoming more aware of the role processed foods play in daily life, people can take steps toward maintaining stronger and healthier bodies as they grow older.